Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Sunday here at the PickDawgz Morning Show. Y'all know the drill, man. We live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. It's not a huge card today. It's really not. It's a baby college hoops card, not a huge NBA card. And then we got the two conference championship games in the NFL. And then, of course, the NHL is active today as well, man. So we'll talk it all, break it down, let you guys know our thoughts and opinions. It's a nice little money-making Sunday, and I got a great crew of guys here with me to help me break it down. To my right, man, I got Hot Rod Zawacki. I'm sure he ain't too hot right now with all the winter mix going on, but what's happening, Rod? How you doing?
Still feeling hot. You gotta put the toque on. Got to get warm. So it's not so bad, but the weather outside is a little bit frightful. But what's been going on inside has not been frightful. We've been hot inside, so having a nice week, nice month. Finding the winners. College basketball got me yesterday, so we had one of those days. We went 1 of 4, so had a little blip there, but we got it all back in hockey. Swept the board on the ice. Went 3-0 there yesterday, so can't complain with that. And then, hey, if you tuned in the end of the show, that birdcage, we smashed it. Knicks, Sabres, Texas. Nice little 3-team winner. So back-to-back. Let's try to make it 3 straight here on the morning show. Get you some parlay winners. Let's just continue to get some more winners. I know the weather outside's awful. It's a great day for inside of watching sports. And it might be a small card, as you said, but I think there's some great spots here to make some money. So looking forward to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Jovan Burks, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? How things down there, man?
Man, cold. Barely surviving, but we here. We here.
Yeah, but on my end, it was a 0-sum game. Had a lot of plays on the board. Yeah, how many was 29 to be exact. The cancellation game, they made it 28. Went 1-1 in the NBA. And the Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers for coming back in the fourth quarter.
Was that the most ever for you, Jovan?
Actually, yeah. Previous was probably like 26. So, but yeah, split down the middle in college basketball. It started off hot, Minnesota first half, Georgetown, games like that. But just like they, the sports gods give it, the sports god take it away. Had the under in the UConn game that went to overtime where unders die. And barely because they wasn't trying to score in the overtime frame. So, and I almost pulled the trigger on first half under, which I should have, but I didn't want to lay the extra juice. Bad decision by me. So I took one away from myself there. And I was on Virginia. Had I just left it alone at the first half, it would have been all good. UNC got the job done in the second half, imposed their will on the Cavaliers. So, I was up all up until the nighttime games. It's up a couple units, and then Stanford, games like that. Kansas State got blown out the water in the second half. So it happened. So like I said, split down the middle, got juiced.
Fair enough, man. Bounce back today. I ain't even bounce back, just one of them days in the office, Saturday, man. So we get back on the horse and we attack today, man. Brian Bittler, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Well, 4-2 yesterday, and I consider myself very, very lucky to have a 4-2 day, despite how non-contrarian that college basketball board went yesterday. I did 3-1. It's just a miracle. Orlando Magic were my best bet yesterday. They let me down in a big way. But if you look up and down that college basketball board, Virginia not covering, Michigan State crushing Maryland, Nebraska crushing Minnesota, up and down. Kansas State not getting the cover against Kansas. Baylor got crushed. Just up and down the board. It was a rough day if you're contrarian. I'm just very lucky to escape it. And I love both these NFL sides, and I think it's a big opportunity to make some money out there.
Yeah. Hey, green is green. Can never complain about going green, man.
The Magic. They're on my shit list.
I went green yesterday as well. I went light yesterday. I like the card a lot, but I told myself I'm going light today, and I had just 3 plays. I cashed my biggest play of the day. Y'all know where I was at, bro. I tell y'all on this show all the time. Y'all should have been hearing my voice on that game. I tell y'all, I've been telling y'all for 5 years on this show. Texas Tech goes stupid, dummy, fucking crazy.
What about your Longhorns yesterday?
At home, at the crib. So, cashed 10-star play on them boys yesterday. Houston had no business being the favorite in Texas Tech. That line was disrespectful. So, shout out to them Red Raiders. Shout out to the Longhorns yesterday, too. I probably should have played them. The way they beat up on Georgia. We all know Georgia fraudulent, though, you know. So, Texas, they a weird team, though, because I'm not that high on them this year. But they've had a couple of really good
if they want to get in the tournament, they need these type of wins against Georgia. Resume wins of over 10 points. So that was a good, solid win for them yesterday.
Yeah.
Added it to their resume because they've got a couple big wins against Texas already. So I would put them into the parlay yesterday. So
yes, sir. And then in the NBA, I went 1-1. Cashed my top play of the day. I had the Lakers. Same thing as Jovans, man. Woo! What a fourth quarter. What a comeback.
Yeah, hey. Because I had Luka for 40+ points. Didn't get there, of course, but he had this is the thing about Luka. He starts off hot and then basically defers in the second quarter. I didn't watch the game. I fell asleep. So in that fourth quarter, I see he only dropped 6 points. How did that go? Who's the main guys that was getting it done?
Hachimura hit a couple big shots. It was just a full team effort, really, down the stretch. It was kind of weird. And the Mavs kind of let go of the reins. So, then the crowd late in the game kind of turned into a Luka Laker crowd. It was just one of those games, So, Hachimura hit that big shot late in the fourth to give him the lead. And then they kind of just, got it done. I thought I was heading for the territory where they win and didn't cover. Then they ended up getting the cover too. So it was all around good. My only loss yesterday was with you, Brian. The fucking Magic, bro. What? I don't even know. Like, them the ones that frustrate me when it's like a beautiful spot, beautiful situation, and you still don't hoop. Like,
now, if they're going to come out of the East, those are the games that they got to have. So
gotta have that. Like Cleveland on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Like, that was a spot for the Magic, kind of getting healthy again to show up at home, man. They did not. They laid yet another egg. So pissed off at them. But so good, man. We move on to today. Beautiful money-making Sunday. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about before we hop into today's action? Anything else?
Oh, I think if you didn't watch, well, it's definitely going to be the fight of the year if something doesn't change. But what the heck of a fight, man.
Bro. I'm not even no UFC guy, but I had to tune into that UFC yesterday. First, before I get to that one, shout out my guy, man. Welcome to the fucking Sugar Show. Welcome to the Sugar Show. He's back. Okay, that's how you finish a fight, Mr. O'Malley. Okay, y'all know I love O'Malley. He's my favorite UFC fighter. I was glad to see him lock in that last round and put the boots to Song Yadong. But that last fight, oh my God, I can't wait till tomorrow when Kosti's here, because y'all know that's who I mainly talk UFC with. Me and him were just texting back and forth the whole time, like, hey, what the fuck is this? Like, OMG, Patty, you might be the toughest motherfucker I've ever seen, because boy, you was getting beat up, but you would not
still
fall.
got up.
Yeah, he was not falling. He was fighting back too. So yeah, Patty, man, you tough as shit. What's his name? I don't even know how to say it.
Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje, you a dog. I like how you fight. I like how you fight, Gaethje. Just straight haymakers. Just coming forward. That was a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight. One of the best UFC fight I've seen in a long time. And man, edge of your seat back and forth.
And for those of you that aren't really into the UFC, you should start to get into it now, because A, you don't got to pay pay-per-views no more. That shit's out the window. If you got Paramount, you should have Paramount. Then, it's right there. $8.99 a month, and you're good. You get to see everything. So that was really cool last night. I didn't have to pay that ticket, and I didn't have to illegally.
Well, Paramount's got a lot of good stuff on it too, so it's definitely worth the money.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So shout out to the UFC last night. I thought that was really good, man. Really good. But all right, man, we can do it now. Let's jump into some of today's action. Jovan, you know where we started, man. The National Hockey League Association. Let's do it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. We'll go right there. And boom. All right, NHL. Let's see what we got going on over there. We got the Avalanche on the road at the Maple Leafs. Avs -175 on the road. Got the Devils and the Kraken. Seattle +110 at home. We got the Golden Knights and the Senators. Senators +115 home dogs. Penguins and the Canucks. Canucks +125 home dogs, man. We got the Blackhawks and the Panthers. Blackhawks +110 home dogs. And the only home favorite on the hockey card today is the last game on the board. And they're barely a favorite. It's really a pick 'em. The Ducks and the Flames. So Wacky, man, how you feeling today on the ice?
Couple I like on the ice here to get us going. First one I like here is give me Vegas here over Ottawa. Ottawa just you look there, a nice big plus price here at home. 23-21. In the second half of back-to-back, this Vegas squad 8-2 starting to turn things around. They got their goalie back. Aiden Hill is supposed to be he made a start last game. Got himself a nice little win there in Toronto in Mitchie Marner's return. I think they continue that. They've had a couple days. They had a day off here coming into this one. So they are the rest of the squad. And Ottawa just doesn't fare so well against teams that are peppering the goalie. Vegas shoots well over 30 shots a game and is very good on the power play. So Ottawa against those teams haven't fared so well this season. I believe they're 0-6 against teams that are shooting more than 29 shots a game and converting on over 70% of their power plays. Not a good spot for Ottawa. I'll take Vegas in that one. The other one I'm looking at here. Where is it? Look at that one that you just alluded to where you got the Ducks coming in to take on Calgary. Calgary's the favorite in that game. It's not looking a little fishy at the fishy line in hockey. I'll take the Calgary Flames. You know how much I love taking the Calgary Flames. But it's that spot. Book's telling you all you need to know. They've got Calgary as favorite in that one. Calgary plays their best hockey at home. And everybody loves these Ducks. Don't step on a duck today. This Calgary Flames, and you get yourself a win. I'll take Calgary there in that one. Looks like it's going to be expected to be Wolf getting the start against Dostal, but Calgary gets the win. They've been playing some pretty good hockey at home here. They did lose to Washington. I think a bounce back spot here for Calgary against the Ducks. And one more I'll give you guys. I like the where is it? Give me the over here, Florida and Chicago. 6 seems a little bit light. You're going to get Daniil Tarasoff there for Florida going, and it's expected we should see Spencer Knight, but not confirmed. It wouldn't surprise me if the Blackhawks put in Soderblom. So 6 is light there in that one. Give me the over, Florida and Chicago. If you are like an hockey.
From Zwacky, what you looking at, bro?
I'll give everybody a freemium here since my hockey hasn't been top shelf. I'm in the positive, but anyway, Rod went over it. The Calgary Flames, the obvious for me best bet on the board. Ducks winners are, was it 5 or 6 straight games? Calgary lost 3 straight. Calgary, like Rod said, they play their best hockey at home, 13-8-3. Ducks have the Edmonton Oilers on deck next. I think they look past this tough Flames team at home. So I'm all over Calgary, and then I'll lean to the Florida Panthers over Chicago, the Blackhawks. Blackhawks definitely playing better hockey than people expected, but I think Florida's going to pick up steam, and I'm just leaning to this one because it's a juicer. But I'll take the Panthers on the road.
I would have to fade you guys, man. Y'all know I love my Ducks, and I'm sticking with them.
Oh, you're crazy. This is the easiest one on the board.
I don't know, man. They playing well, man. We just walked into Colorado, knocked them off, beat up on Seattle on the road. I ain't worried about Calgary. They're not even playing well. They done lost 3 straight at home. Until they wake up, I'm fading their ass. So the only favorite on the hockey board today at home is taking an L. That's how I see it. And if I'm crazy, I might as well be crazy because guess what else I'm doing today?
Take the Blackhawks.
A little crazier than that. I want plus 145. Give me the
Maple Laughs?
Give me the Maple.
The Maple Laughs.
Give me the Maple Laughs, man. Let's do it. I mean, bro, here's my argument. A, they've already beaten Colorado in Colorado, which is extremely tough to do. Final score in that game was 4-3, and it wasn't even that long ago. It was about 2 weeks ago. B, you got the Avalanche coming off the long extended homestand. You know, the last, 5 were just played at home. This is their first road game in a minute. This is their first road game in like 2 weeks. C, they're playing like ass. Ain't nobody gonna say it. I'll say it. They playing garbage. Team that lost 4 of their last 5. They only got 6 losses on the season. I mean, of course, you know, some of those go into the tie category, but you get what I'm saying. Like, they're just not playing well right now. We've seen all the best teams go through tough stretches, and you got to attack the value when it's there. When my Stars were hot ass playing garbage, I was coming on the show fading them. And I'm doing the same thing for the Avalanche. I just can't pass up this good of a plus money price. Fading Colorado. And then for the for the Maple Laughs, granted, they're not playing well either. They've lost 4 of their last 5. The reason I'm on them today is, again, I just told you that they just beat Colorado in Colorado. And see this a kind of little bounce back game here, coming off 3 straight L's. You know what I mean? At home. So I'd much rather be on the Leafs in this bounce back today than to be at plus money than to be on the Flames in the bounce back at even money. That's kind of just my thoughts. So we'll see. Give me the Chris's today. The Maple Leafs, the Maple Frauds.
Maple turds.
Yeah, I'll be above it. All right. Well, that's hockey for today. Let's go to the hardwood, the national, not national, or it is National Collegiate Athletic Association. I almost drew a blank there for a second, but let's do it, man. Talk some college basketball. We have a baby card today. We got Iapui and Purdue Fort Wayne already got postponed, but we got FAU versus South Florida. I might have some graphics. Let me see. I think I do. FAU, South Florida. South Florida weighing 4.5. Oregon, Washington. Washington laying 9.5. South California, USC out on the road versus Wisconsin, the Badgers. One total 159.5. We also got St. Francis, aka STFU versus New Haven. We got Chicago State versus the Lake Show, Mercyhurst. And we got the Salukis battling it out with Evansville. It's a decent little college card. For as small as it is, it's decent. Jovan, what you looking at today?
First game on the slate, FAU versus South Florida. I don't know. South Florida seems to be a pretty popular pick, but I don't trust them personally. And going up against the FAU team, who I believe they won and covered their last several games, I think this stays within the number, and it's at 4.5 right now. A little bit too rich for my blood. If it gets to 5.5, I might have to pull the trigger on the Owls, basically. So that's where I'm at with that one. South Florida, they did beat up on UAB, I believe, in their last game on the road, but nevertheless, I still don't trust them. UAB is not that strong this season. FAU is. They haven't faded since they lost their head coach. So, you know, I trust the program to get it done on the road in this spot. Well, short call. Let's see what else we. Looking at this Wisconsin USC game, I roll with USC. The numbers moving away from them. It's at plus 8.5. It was 7.5, just about what, maybe hour and a half ago. So, Badgers are catching money. The thing about it is, whenever USC they come out east or come to the Midwest, they've been getting drilled. So I could see why the line has moved, but nevertheless, I will be on them. Gilbert Arenas' kid, he's playing his second game, has all the talent in the world. Once he gets his sea legs under him, I think this is going to be a dangerous Trojan squad. So I will take the points.
From Jovan Burt. Brian, what you looking at today on the hardwood?
It's definitely a tough card here. I'll go with the Washington Huskies laying the points. These teams have close to the same record, 10-9, 8-11. Relatively close, but Oregon's just terrible. I think the Huskies get a double-digit win, and I like USC plus the points. Wisconsin's my team. The Badgers, I think they're going to definitely get the W here, but covering the spread and winning two different things. I think USC can keep it within 2 possessions here. So I'll take USC Trojans plus the points.
Word for word, bar for bar. Really not much to add. I'm agree with Brian. I like USC in this one. Y'all know my beef with Wisconsin. They're the better team. I just think they're slightly overrated and overvalued in this spot. I feel like this is a 4 or 5 point win. I feel like USC come here and play them pretty tough. Wisconsin wins, USC covers. It's kind of my thoughts on that one. And then one thing I've told y'all all season on this damn show is how garbage them Ducks in Oregon are. And now heading to Washington, tough place to play. I think the line tells you what you need to know. Washington expected to win by double digits. Winning by double digits and expecting to win by double digits are 2 totally different things. I think because they're expected to win by double digits, I think I honestly think we're fine here. I'm not worried about this game whatsoever. I would take the Huskies. The only other one I would add is I would take the Lake Show. They cashed me out last night. The Lakers did. The different Lakers. But I'm going to take Mercyhurst, man. I think they beat up on Chicago State. Chicago State's just bad.
That's how big of a Lakers fan you are. You even take the college team with the Lakers name.
Turn me up, man. So lean towards the Mercyhurst landing points. So Wacky, what you looking at today in college hoops?
Couple I like here. I like Southern Illinois on the road heading into Evansville in the dumpster fire game. 2 teams not playing great. Southern Illinois 8-12, Evansville 5-15. Southern Illinois is the better squad. I got them winning by 6-8, and you only have to lay 3. So give me Southern Illinois in that one. The other one I'm looking at is, Washington laying 9.5. I get it. The Ducks have been ass. But expecting Washington to cover 9.5 is, I don't know. I can't do that either. This is a tough college basketball card. I ain't going to lie. I like the over USC and Wisconsin. We know Wisconsin lobs to chuck the 3. Well, I think this is at 160. I think we can easily cruise into the 170s. USC, we're going to need to be able to score to keep up. So Wisconsin, we know they can score. Look what they did against Michigan. They drained, 15 threes? They start doing that. This will get out of hand. I like the over. One for 159.5. It's up to 160.5 in most places. I like the over here. USC and Wisconsin. And I can't touch the Ducks here. I know how bad the Ducks are, but why does that look like Washington wins by 6? Just to mess people up. I don't know. It's just you look what they've done in conference play. Awful. Absolutely awful in conference play. Awful on the road. Well, Washington laying 9. If you look head to head, they've done it once in the last 10 meetings. These meetings have been dominated by the Ducks, surprisingly head to head. Not the same teams as we've seen last year, first meeting of the year. But, yeah, I can't get there. I'll cheer for you guys. Go Cougars. It's the Huskies, though, so go Huskies. I can't get to that game. I would take the Ducks, though, at 9.5 if gun to head and 3 bet.
Fair enough, man. We stay on the hardwood. This time we go to the pros, even though everybody getting paid. So, I mean, it's major pros and semi-pros now, really. Pause. Before we go to the NBA, who was that yesterday? What team was that had the NBA player out there yesterday, bro? First time it happened. I know Baylor was looking like they was going to do it, but it happened yesterday. Somebody got drafted yesterday was on the floor. What team was that?
Alabama.
Alabama. That's who it was. Yeah, bro. It's a weird time. We're in weird times right now.
Yeah, they got to pull in the reins on this nonsense.
They do. I saw that.
Alabama had a G League player and still didn't help him. Yes, he still whooped him.
They say he's older than me. How old is he for real? I'm 26, so if he's my age, that is crazy.
Obviously LeBron James go back to college for one season, then
See Giannis go play for somebody.
There's more money in the NIL. I'm going back to college, boys.
Giannis goes and plays for Marquette. And all right, let's talk some NBA basketball. We got the Kings 13.5-point dogs in Detroit, total 225.5. We got the Nuggets 4.5-point dogs in Memphis laying 4.5, and we got the Spurs laying 12 on the Pelicans. How many is it? Is it 8? It is. One, two.
Yeah, it's 8.
It's 8.
So
we'll do 4.
Did 4.
Yeah, we'll do 4. So Kings, Pistons, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Spurs. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thunder, Raptors is the 4th. All right. And it's you, bro. You're first.
Okay. In this grouping of games, it does have my premium pick somewhere in here. But if I had to pick another one, probably take the Detroit Pistons laying the points. Kings had a nice little run, but they're starting to get back to where they were before, and that's an awful team that doesn't cover the number. So Pistons off their loss to the Houston Rockets. I think they bounce back and get a 20-point win here. I'll take the Pistons.
I agree. Me and Brian in agreement today. It's usually a good sign. I like the Pistons. The Kings, I've been telling y'all for a while, are the worst team in the NBA. I genuinely believe that. That's not hyperbole. It's not hyperbole. I think they're the worst team in the league. I told you I would take Indiana and Sacramento money line right now, today. I would take I wonder what the line. I was just saying, I wonder what the line would be with Washington in Sacktown right now. That might be the only one I would be nervous about. But any other team, I would have no problem taking money line in Sacramento right now. I mean that wholeheartedly. Nets, I'll take the Nets straight up. I'll take the Pelicans straight up. That's how much I don't believe in the Kings. The Wizards are now in outright tank mode, so they're a different story. But anyways, I say all that to say, fuck the Kings respectfully. Give me the Pistons. This is the best team in the East that be trying hard versus a team that don't try that hard. One of the worst teams in the NBA on the road. They've already played once this season. Pistons flooded them in Sacramento. It was a 9-point win. I think this one is likely like 20 plus. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. But now that Linsanity run is over, I'm just fading the Kings. I know they covered in their last one, but they played the worst ATS team in the NBA, the damn Cavs, who be pissing me off. So I would lean towards Memphis in this one. I don't love it. The injury report for both teams is god awful. No Braun for the Nuggets, no Gordon. I think Murray's banged up. No John Morant for the Grizzlies. The reason it would be Grizzlies for me is y'all know I'm a spot and situation better, and this is just a play on the spot and a play on the situation. Bounce back game at home, coming off of back-to-back home losses to the Pelicans, to the Hawks. It also happens to be a revenge game. They lost to the Nuggets last time they played. I typically like playing Memphis at home. And I also think the line kind of tells you what you need to know. The Grizzlies up and over a basket favorite in this game. It would be Memphis laying the points for me in this one. Spurs, Pelicans. This will be the 4th meeting between these two teams this year. Spurs have won all 3. Pelicans have covered all 3. I kind of think the same thing happens tonight. I just think the Spurs are a little overrated, a little overvalued. It's too many points to lay. I think they win this game by like 6, 7 points. Sorry. Anyways, the Spurs are the head and shoulders the better team. I just don't know if I love them laying this big of a number. That's all I'm saying. And then my favorite money-making team, the defending champs, man, the Thunder Buddies, coming off the loss to the Pacers. I think they have blood in their eyes. I think they flood Toronto in this one. Don't love the spot for Toronto on the road. I know they've won 3 straight road games, but context matters. You know, they were in favorable spots in all 3 of those road games. So let's just break those down right quick. The first one, they beat up on the Warriors. Warriors were on the back end of a back-to-back, and that was the game after losing Jimmy. So that was the first game without Jimmy. So how much do you want to take from that? The game after that, they did beat up on the Kings. I just told y'all what I think about the Kings, though. So are you really going to crown the Raptors for that? And then their most recent win, good win, they did beat the Blazers on the road in Portland, which is not easy to do. But Portland also was on a back end of a back-to-back. They had just played the night before. So you start to look at it through that lens. The Raptors were just playing in favorable spots their last 3. Tonight, that's not the case. They're heading to play the best team in the NBA who's pissed off. Give me the Thunder laying the points. That's my thoughts. So, Wacky, what you think?
For me here in this one, I'm going to back the Raptors here. I like the Raptors in this spot. I know it is a tough spot out on the road, but so is laying 11 points here in this one. You just look at this Raptor squad. What have they been doing under Darko against some good pressure defenses? We know OKC can pressure defensively. They're 9-0 ATS-wise. So you're going to give me a double-digit spread here. I think the Raptors can cover it. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they hang. OKC's, no, they'd love to take their foot off the gas late. Once they're in a victory mode, as they call it, you get that backdoor cover. I'll take the Raptors. And then the Kings, I'm sure. Kings have been awful this season. You look what they've done out on the road, 8-13. But you know what? You know where they do make you money is in that first half, especially out on the road. They're 14-7 ATS-wise in those first halves out on the road this season. And making bettors plus 6.5 units. If you've been betting the Sacramento Kings in first halves, and over the last month, 11-5 ATS-wise in that first half. They're actually 6-2 over the past couple weeks. Money line in that first half. You give me 8, I'll take the Sacramento Kings here in the first half. I've seen the Sacramento Kings times and time again. They play for 40 minutes. They play for the first half, and then the second half they just fall off a cliff. So give the Sacramento Kings plus the 8 in the first half, and I think the Pistons roll them in the second half. You can probably get a live bet and get a better number on the Pistons and not have to lay so much. As the Kings keep it close in the first half, and then the Pistons whoop them in the second half. What was the other one you had in this block? Was Denver, Memphis? I'll take Nuggets here. They just keep seeing next man up and out on the road, 17-9 ATS-wise. I can't go against them. I know the injury report is not looking pretty for Denver, but it just seems the next man up. This was 4.5 up to 5. We've seen it against the crappy Bucks. And what happened there? That thing went up to 8.5, and they went outright. So I'll take the Nuggets here plus the points.
Alrighty. Jovan, what you like here?
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm with the Kings. And I usually don't say that. But, you know, this number has ballooned and it will balloon once again. It's currently at 14.5 on DraftKings. I can see them losing by anywhere from 9 to 12, maybe 13 points. But anything further than that, I got to back them. We could possibly see a 15.5. As good as Detroit has played, I usually don't like trusting them, laying double digits. So, I mean, they have in spots, drill teams, most recently against the Pacers. But generally speaking, I don't like backing them as big favorites. So, by default, I'm on the Kings. First half might be a better look, but full game is good at this number as well. I am also on the Denver Nuggets. regardless of who's in or who's out, you already know what you're gonna get from them. You know, a hard-nosed, hard fighting team. I would like to know if Jamal Murray is gonna play. He did sit out the last game. That's a big sticking point for me. But anticipating that he does play for this one, I gotta be on him. He'll carry the other guys through for at least a cover in this one. Looking at Memphis, no Ja. It really doesn't matter because they know how to play without him, but just not big on the Grizzlies at this point. So I will be on the Nuggets.
Fair enough, man. We head to our last slot of the day in hoops, where we got the Mavs and the Bucks. Bucks laying 1, total 220.5. We got the Heat and the Suns. Suns laying 3.5. We got the Nets and the Clippers. Clippers laying 9. And I don't have that graphic for Nuggets. For Warriors T-Wolves. And I just realized right this second that I didn't cover that on the jam session. Just go watch yesterday's show and same words. I took Minnesota yesterday, and I would take them today. Just coming off the back-to-back losses, I would lean in their direction. They need a bounce. Coming off of back-to-back losses as double-digit favorites is disgusting. So they should be motivated to play well. Then you got everything going on in Minnesota right now. We don't talk politics for real on this show, but y'all know what's going on in Minnesota right now. It's like that city could use a good home win. Then you got the Warriors playing without Jimmy. They look like shit without Jimmy. I just don't like this spot. I just don't like that game. I likely have no money on that game. Just walking you through my thoughts. I would lean Clippers in this game. Clippers laying the 9. We just saw them beat up on them in Brooklyn the other day, probably like 2 weeks ago. I think they should do the same here. Keep an eye on the injury report, though. Kawhi Leonard likely won't play, but I don't think that really matters all that much to me. Small lean Clippers. I lean Suns in this one. Best ATS team in the NBA, and I don't love the spot for the Heat on the back end of a back-to-back with travel following leaving out of Utah. I know they beat the shit out of Utah yesterday. Shout out to them boys. But I think it's a tough spot heading to Phoenix. Phoenix is the best money-making team in the league. I don't love it, though, because it's the first home game back for the Suns coming off the extended road trip. But I do think they win the game. I gave this out on the jam session. I gave that a 2-team parlay. I would do Suns money line, Grizzlies money line, 2-team parlay. I just don't think either team loses today. Bounce back game at home for both teams. Suns get a win at home over the Heat, who are in a bad spot, and the Grizzlies get a little bounce back win over the Nuggets, who is extremely banged up. That'd be my 2-team lay in the NBA. But let's talk about this game, Bucks Dallas. I don't know if this game's getting played. I'm still waiting on the news. Like, I'm just waiting. I'm just looking at this game. So the Mavs did not leave Dallas last night. They couldn't. The weather here is bad, bro. It's terrible. It is god-awful. We don't have the infrastructure down here to deal with it either. So they tried to get out of the town last night. They couldn't. We'll see if they're able to get out today. It's worse now, though. It got way worse overnight than it was when they tried to leave last night. So there's a really, really, really good chance this game gets postponed. Just because I don't know if the Mavs will be able to get out of Dallas today. If they do, though, I'm all over Milwaukee in this one. I'm all over. Bad spot for Dallas. On the back end of a back-to-back with travel following a competitive game yesterday, then your travel schedule gets completely fucked up, mixed up. The NBA players are players of habit, players of, routine. They got the travel routine and everything all down pat. So you throw all that, you mix it all up, you travel the day of, it's just a weird spot. Milwaukee looking for a little bounce back game. Then you start to look at Dallas's road numbers this season. Dallas is 2-12 straight up, last 14 on the road. Just 2-12 ATS, last 14 on the road. And their last road game was the blowout over the Knicks in the Garden. So, man, I want to play Milwaukee so bad right here tonight. I just don't know if this game gets played. Last I checked, they still haven't left Dallas. So, all flights are grounded right now. So, we'll see. I'm just doing my best to report y'all what's going on. Lane Bucks. Zwacky?
Yeah, I'm with you. It is. I like the Bucks there as well. They've been awful, but it's a tough travel spot. I figured Dallas would get out last night, but I guess they didn't get out last night. So even worse if they have to fly out this morning and head into Milwaukee and then play a game. That never ends well. So yeah, give me the Bucks there. I also like the Heat in the spot. I don't care. Heat on the back-to-back. They're money on the back-to-back. They don't care. That doesn't bother them at all. You just look at the numbers, what they've been doing here. Back-to-back spots. Heat 2-1 straight up on the road. 3-1 ATS-wise. And they push the pace 4-0 to the over all season long. Back-to-backs. They're 6-3 ATS-wise. Are the Heat. And even if you play third game 4-night spot. Third road 5-game night spot still they play well in these spots. Second road game in 2 days, right? 2-1. And you look what as you alluded to, Phoenix off of that long road trip, and what do they do after 3 or more games on the road? That first game back at home, they're 0-2 in this spot. So give me the Heat plus the points in that one, and then. I can't. I would lean to the Clippers blowing out Brooklyn in that one. I think it's just the spot. The Clippers, they beat up on the bad teams. I think Brooklyn going to struggle to even get to 100. I think it's like 108 to 90. Clippers win. So I like an under at 211. I think it's first to 100 wins that one, and it's the Clippers. And then Golden State, Minnesota. I'll take a Ruffalo. I'll pass on that one. Oh,
Like, do y'all see this shit? This shit is crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
Get back
crazy
in the hand.
practice. Yeah, so I'll look towards a player prop in that Heat Suns game. I'm gonna look at Simone Fontecchio. He's going over this 10.5 in his last handful of games, hitting the three, seeing the ball well, going and hoop, from beyond the arc. I'm just gonna roll with that one. Some of these lower level players that really don't get much burn, sometimes you gotta take a look at them. It's not all about the stars in these games. And I see some advantages. I see value in that one. So it'll be Fontecchio over points at 10.5 for me there. And no Kawhi. That's definite.
It's not definite. He's game time decision with an illness. So
yeah, I mean, I'll still roll the Clippers just on the strength of last game for the Nets. Double overtime loss against Boston. I just don't like the spot. So, and they're not a good team whatsoever. So, the Clippers should be able to do what they want. Big James Harden game. A couple other guys over there should have some decent games. So it'll be Clippers or nothing for me.
Fair enough. And Riddler, how you feeling?
Yeah, this is a tough part of the card here. I'll take the Brooklyn Nets plus the points. I mean, they've been terrible, 1-9 straight up last 10. They haven't covered the number. Clippers, I think they're one of the new hot teams. Clippers coming off that big win against the LA Lakers. They don't have to crush this Brooklyn Nets team. Just get the W. Who knows if Leonard's going to play? He could decide to sit out last minute. That's the way the NBA works. So for me, I'm going to take the points with the Brooklyn Nets. Keep it competitive.
Fair enough, y'all. That's NBA today. Surprise, Biddler fading his Clippers.
I like the Clippers. I just don't like the Clippers when everybody likes the Clippers. So I don't know. I like the Clippers more when they're playing match them up against the LA Lakers and the Lakers are on a hot streak. Then I like the Clippers.
Mad at that. Ain't mad at that at all. That's the NBA for today, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 games left. 2 games left, man. We head over to the conference championships. National Football League, man. yesterday was really weird. That was the first Saturday in a while. No football. I was losing my damn mind. But today we good. We back to regular schedule programming. We got some football on television, and I'm ready to bet it. I'm ready to make some money today. Zawacki, we start with you, sir. First game of the day. We got the Patriots, 3.5-point road favorites in Denver. Total 43.5. How you feeling, sir?
I'm really looking at this one. It's going to be I think we get a slow start to this game. So for me, I'm looking at the first half, and I'm going to take the first half under. It's come down to 21.5 in most places. Both of these teams can play some solid defensive football, and you look what they've been doing in that first half. Points allowed first half last month. New England giving up about 6.5 points over the last 2 months, 7 points. And what has Denver been doing? Giving up about 6 points first half, 9 points first half. And even if they give up over their average, you're still getting under this total. Defense is going to shine in this early. I think maybe once you make those adjustments in game as thing grows along, we might see some more points. This thing's ticked up too, right? This was at 40.5. It's ticked up all the way to 43.5 in most places. But I think we start off with it's the feeling out process, as they say. And I also think that New England's in trouble. They got some spots there where they on that offensive line. Not to name anybody or point someone out. His name's Campbell. He's awful. Absolutely awful. He's going to leave May wide open to get sacked. Campbell might be good as a run blocker, but on that pass rush when protecting his QB, he hasn't been so good. We've seen him give up a couple sacks, including last week where May got smoked and the ball came out, and the look on May's face after that was seeing ghosts. I'm telling you. He was like, oh, man, if that happens again, I'm in deep trouble. So I think we got a pretty good defensive battle here early. I like the under first half. Should be a good game. Looking forward to this one.
There you go. From Zawacki. Jovans, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm looking at the first quarter total, and I'm going to take the over. 7.5 plus 110 on DraftKings. I think the game script is going to, come in because every team, they have their first 15 plays already scripted. And with that being said, I think that the way the Patriots are going to combat their bad offensive line, and that's the pass blocking, they're going to combat it with running the ball. Now, we saw what James Cook did last week. 24 carries. 20-something yards. Ramondre Stevenson and/or Travion Henderson can do that against this rush defense for the Broncos. So, and we already know that Mike Vrabel, he wants to run the ball. So they're gonna establish the run. I think they do have a sustained drive, get some points, and on the other side, I think that Denver could get some points too. It's not that much of a drop-off between Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham. So they're both Auburn guys. Stidham can run the ball not as effectively probably as Bo Nix. But I would say he might be a better passer. So it's already been said by Sean Payton that he's going to, let it rip. Now, how true that is, I don't know, but I mean, Denver, they can't really run the ball, so they really have no choice in the matter. I think they might catch the pass slipping and get some points on the board too. So overs in play for me for the first quarter.
Fair enough. Bittler, how you feeling?
Well, I'm going to take 2 guys for anytime touchdowns. Cortland Sutton for the Denver Broncos at plus 260. And Drake May, anytime touchdown, plus 300. I could easily see him powering one in there.
All right. This is where my biggest play of the day is today, so I got to choose my words carefully. I give y'all everything every day. I'll give y'all the next one, the next game coming up where I'm at. But this one, I'm going to keep it tucked on the side. If you know me, you should probably know where I'm at. I'm gonna give you a couple props in this game. I'm taking every quarterback today to throw a pick. Y'all know I love the interception prop. It's one of my favorite props to bet. Like, I just love when a quarterback throws a pick and I stand up and be like, let me get that. Like, I love that. So with that being said, I'm taking Drake May to throw a pick today. I got really lucky last week on the interception. He threw it on the last play of the second half of the first half going into the half. You know, they just threw a Hail Mary. I got lucky. But it cashed though. You know, Drake May has kind of had his issues taking care of the football. I wish I could just bet turnover, but I can't ever just find turnover. They only want to give me interception. So maybe I can go find fumble if I just really, really look for it. I think he probably puts the ball on the carpet today. That's been his biggest issue. So maybe looking at that, a Drake May interception or a Drake May turnover, Drake May fumble. On the other side, Jarrett Stidham, I would take him to throw an interception as well, or a turnover if you can find it. You know, this guy ain't played in 3 years. Biggest game of his life against this good of a Patriots defense. That's the one thing I don't hear enough people talk about is how good this Patriots defense is. The way they had my boy CJ looking last week, I think Stidham going to be in for a long day in the office. That's all I'm saying. I don't care how good you think or bad you think Stidham is. I still think we'll see him have a couple of hiccups in a game like this against a defense this good, and I think he might turn the ball over. So that'd be the way I would attack this. Just to genuinely speak on the game, I will tell you everybody, they mama, uncle, and auntie, based on the numbers that I'm looking at, it's not 100% accurate. I understand that it'd be off sometimes. I get it. But it looks like everybody and their mama is on the Patriots. I get why. But in that same breath, I don't know if I get why. So we'll see what ends up happening in this game. So that's kind of my thoughts here. I don't want to talk too much on this one. I really like this game. It's one of my biggest plays in the NFL this season. So gotta be there. You can scoop it up $30, Pick Dawgz Premium for me. And that's all I've been saying all week, bro. CJ is so ass. Like, he's so ass. 4 picks, 4 in the first quarter. In the first half, 4. All right, we'll keep it moving. We head over to the NFC Championship game. We got the Rams out on the road facing the Seahawks. Seahawks 2.5-point home favorites, total 45.5. Division battle, man, in the championship game. Who going to that bowl? Jovans, I believe it's you.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, these two teams, division rivals. You know, 1-1. So this is basically the rubber match, you know, for all the marbles. To go to the Super Bowl, you know, so full game, I would like to take the points. If it was at 3, it would be a go. But it's at 2.5. It's been stuck there since, you know, pretty much since opening because that 3 got hammered down. So, you know, it really all depends on who has the ball last. That's how these games seem to go down with these two teams. And you know, you look at it, 1-point game and 2-point game in these two games this season. So, you know, it seems like you want to take the points when you're dealing with these two teams competing. With that being said, I threw that one out there. I'll also throw a player prop out there as well. Don't really like Sam Darnold against the Rams. The Rams have his number, no doubt. He's going to throw the ball a lot. I mean, they can run it. They will run it. But if they're down, he's going to throw the ball. And in that scenario, I'm looking at A.J. Bonner over 28.5 receiving yards. It's only 109 at DraftKings. But in one of those games, I believe it was the first game, he had 10 receptions for like 70 yards. So he could get there. And the second game, he went there too. He got over this total as well. So A.J. Bonner, he hasn't done anything in the last couple of games, but I think in this one, he'll get it done. He'll get some looks and some catches.
Mr. Burks, Brian, how you feeling?
Yeah, for me in this one, going to take the under between the Seahawks and the Rams. People that generally don't even bet football will be betting this game, and they normally like to go with the over. We've seen it open up. This total opened up at, let me see here. I just had it on the top of my head. 46.5. Now it's at 45.5, 46. So it hasn't gone up at all. It's gone down in a few spaces. So I think that we're going to see an improved defensive play from the Los Angeles Rams. Seattle has been strong on defense all season long. I think points will be tough to come by. So give me the under in this one.
Told y'all I would just tell y'all where I'm at in this one. It is a premium, but I'll just tell y'all I'm on the Rams plus 120 money line. Y'all know that's my game. I don't want the points. Rams going to that bowl. Adios, amigos. Some Seattle Seahawks. Great season, hell of a season. The future is semi-bright. I think this is probably your best chance moving forward, but I just think the Rams are the better team, and I think they come here and win this game. Here's the thing for me. Here's why I'm on the Rams. When I check all the boxes, this is how it checks out for me. Let's start at the top. Head coach, McDonald, McVay. I'm taking McVay. I like McDonald. Great up-and-coming head coach. He's going to have a long tenure in this league. There's levels to this shit. He ain't never been here before as a head coach. You know who has? The one who started the young coach wave. And that's Sean McVay. Ain't today his birthday as well? I think he's turning 40 today. Happy birthday, Sean McVay. I think you get a great 40th birthday present with your team pushing you to the Super Bowl. Then I go to the quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford. Hell of a season for Sam Darnold. Are any of y'all genuinely trying to look me in the face and tell me you're taking Sam Darnold over Matthew Stafford? Nah, you're not. You're not. Then we go to the weapons. Shout out Jackson Smith and Jigba. He was the best receiver in the league this year. I'm telling you right here, right now, I'm not taking him over Puka Nacua. I'm not. Puka will stay open. He'd be open every fucking play. Then I didn't even talk about Devontae on the other side. Like, final thing for me here is I want to fade Seattle coming off of that blowout over emotional win. It's really just that simple. I think they quote unquote blew their load already. They shot their best shot already. You can't go no higher than that already, so you're already going to take a step down, and I think that step down going to hurt you. So that's kind of just how I see this game. I think it's a legitimate 50-50 game. If you want to tell me you like the Seattle Seahawks because they're at home here, I'm not mad at nobody taking the Seahawks. I'm just saying in a 50-50 game, I'd rather be on the plus money with the team with the better quarterback, with the better coach, with the better weapons. Seattle has the better defense for sure, but I think this game is going to come down to which quarterback makes the right play at the right moment. You know, we've seen good defenses fall, just like we saw fucking C.J. Stroud take the Texans at the game last week. I'm not saying Sam Darnold going to do that. I'm just saying in this moment, I trust Stafford more, and I trust McVay more, and I love that plus money price. That's where I'm at, plus 120. Rams. Give me a Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. I think that's the freest play on the entire board is a Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. Sometimes you don't got to overthink it. You know, just he stay open. Stafford loved throwing to him. He getting in that box. And that's probably it for me. That's it. What do you think, Zwacky?
This is going to be a pretty good game. Divisional game. It was round 3, as they say. The 2 earlier meetings that were all decided by 3 points or less. So do we expect anything different here? Probably not. This should be a pretty good game. These two teams definitely don't like each other. Kind of lean with Brian to the under that it's ticking down. Might see a lower scoring one. I mean, because a couple touchdown props. One guy to score a touchdown from each side. First guy we're looking at, Seattle. Well, we know no Charbonnet for this Seattle squad. Would be the guy that I would be going to for a touchdown because it's like every time that Seattle plays, he's just been absolutely money. He's been getting targeted. In the last 5 games, he had 19 targets in the red zone. So it'll be the next man up, which is Walker the third. So I'll take Walker the third for a touchdown. He's been targeted in the red zone 8 times in the last 5 games. And you know that number is going to go up with the Charbonnet injury. So I think he gets an anytime touchdown. And then you look at the Rams, what they do. Once you get into that red zone, who do you hand the ball off to? My buddy from Michigan, Blake Corum. I'll take Blake Corum to get an anytime touchdown. In the last 5 games, he's been targeted by the Rams in the red zone 12 times. He's got the touch of the ball for the Rams. I think he punches one in. Give me Blake Corum, anytime touchdown for the Rams. One from each side. And as you alluded to, this is a coin flip game. I can make a case for both sides.
Fair enough, yeah. But guess what? That's it. That's all. We did it. We did it. We covered everything under the sun. College basketball, NBA, NFL, and the National Hockey League Association. It all culminates to a beautiful money-making Sunday. Our favorite plays are over at PickDawgz Premium. So, Wacky, what you got going on the premium side today, sir?
And on the premium side today, I've got a 3-pack in today's NFL action. I got your AFC winner, NFC winner, and also got a team total as well thrown in there. So a nice little 3-pack on the championship NFL. Nice last weekend, so definitely scoop that up. Then I've got my college basketball play of the day. I dropped it yesterday, but looking for a nice little bounce back there. Love that play. And then I've got my NHL Rocket play. We crushed it yesterday on the ice, going 3-0. Get that play available as well. But hey, as you can see, we're been hot the last week. We've been hot the last 30 days. Now it's your time to grab that long-term pass. Jump aboard long-term, and we don't miss out on any of the plays. You don't have to buy all those plays individually because there's so much sports overlapping, and I cover them all. So definitely head on over to PickDawgz.com and join me. Let's continue to crush the books in 2026.
Hop on as a wack and do exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burks, check on today.
Yeah, heavily invested in the NFL today with Conference Championship Sunday. Have a 3-pack in the AFC Championship game and another 3-pack in the NFC Championship game. I also have a big hitter in the AFC Championship game for good plus money. And we'll have another one for the NFC Championship game. I have 3 possibles. Got to whittle it down to 1. It's a little separation between these 3. I just, want to play it right and get that good 3-to-1 hit. So going to make a decision on that in the near future. And in the NBA, I have an extendo clip play. Should be free money for this one. Saw it earlier today and got down there real quick. So that's a 3-to-1 hitter. So check it out. We'll have a 3-pack in the NFL, in the NBA as well, just to add that into the mix. So yeah, got some all day action for you on this Sunday.
Hop on with Jovans Burks, man. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Brian Bittler, what's going on today, sir?
Off a 4-2 day yesterday. Ranked number 1 in the NBA for profit, number 1 in the NFL for profit. I got my Private Players Club 3-pack. It's 2 NFL, 1 NBA for $50 at PickDawgz.com. If you just want my best bet, Titanium, 84 and 45, 65% last 129. Get that no limit NFL Titanium at PickDawgz.com.
On Brian B, continue to kick the crap out of the books. For me today, I got a decent little card today. I got 4 games. I got both winners in the NFL today. I gave y'all one. I gave y'all the Rams. But I love the play in that Broncos-Patriots game, man. It's one of my biggest plays of the season, so you guys can hop on that. And then I got 2 plays from Hoops tonight in the NBA. Might add a third, but probably just going with the 2. So solid little money-making Sunday coming up, man. Just looking to do some damage, coming off a good Saturday, looking to keep it rolling. So I ain't got nothing going on today. I showed you what my outside looking like, so I'm stuck in the house. I'm gambling today. I'm playing the game. I'm watching the game. It's going to be a great day. If you believe me, hop on with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's parlay time. Parlay, 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 parlay. It's wacky. What we doing, man?
Let's try to get that third straight one, as I said. So we're going to take the Sacramento Kings in the first half plus the 8. We're going to take the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line. And then we're going to throw in one more. Let's throw another NHL one in there. Let's get it. We are going to throw in the New Jersey Devils over Seattle. So New Jersey Devils, Seattle, Sacramento Kings first half plus the 8. 3-team report.
There you go. Jovan Burks, what you parlaying up?
We'll parlay up the player props. Simone Farchecchio over points. Matched it up with AJ Bonner over receiving yards. That should hit. And Denver Nuggets matched it up with FAU.
There you go. Brian Biller, what you parlaying up, sir?
I'm going to go with the under in the Seattle Seahawks, LA Rams, Calgary Flames, and the Brooklyn Nets plus the points.
Grizzlies, money line. Suns, money line. Timberwolves, money line. Rams, money line. 14. Let's see what happens. All right. That's mine, man. Money Making Sunday. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. We'll be back same time. No, I lied. We'll be back an hour later tomorrow. So we'll be live like right at this time tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. I believe it'll be me, Ruth, Costi, and Jeremy. A little recap of everything that happened over the weekend. And, of course, talking about the day's action. Check out the jam session. It's already posted. I covered every NBA game today. Check out the extendo clip. Take it to the bank. Check out the shorts from Rod. Check out everything else we got here at Pick Dawgz. Man, I ain't got no other words for y'all. Zwacky, what you got going? Any final words?
I'm looking for. I was just trying to see what it was. Give me Zach Allen over 1.5 sacks. I think he has himself a big game. I believe he's lined up against good old Campbell, and that guy's not very good. That guy's a turnstile of an offensive lineman. He's just awful. I'll give it to him. He's a good run blocker, but other than that, nope. He just lets you run right on through. And sorry, man, but you're going to get smacked today. And he's coming. Give me Zach Allen over his sacks. I mean, might even find 2+ sacks. You probably get a big plus price on that.
Fair enough. Jovan, any final words?
Simply put, let's get this money.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Brian, any final words?
Let's sweep the board. I'm ready to do it.
Let's do it. Be safe out there today, man. Be careful. Don't move around if you ain't got to, bro. And enjoy your day. See y'all tomorrow. Make it a winning one. We out of here.